Welcome to the arena. Welcome to Gladiators Mastermind. We're going to further our teaching in identity reconstruction. I want to teach you today how to get whatever you want. Whatever you want, it could be anything you want, you can have it. And this is how. All right. Shifting energy, right? Everything is made of energy. You're a being of consciousness. All right. Energy here is consciousness. Now, when you want something, what do you automatically think of? You think of it's outside, it's separate. You say things like, it would be nice to have this, it would be nice to have that. I wish I can have this, I wish I can have that. Or, I'm going to do such and such to get such and such. So you put what we call condition. You put a condition into your want to the outcome. And this is the reason why. When you are here, when you said you want something, mankind, right? There's a feeling of your sight, what you saw something outside of yourself that made you say, I want to have that, right? Then you start to think of the ways to get the outcome. From your want, you start to think of the outcome, okay? You want something, it's an energy. You see it. When you see what you want, you start to feel a distance. You start to feel separate. It's out of reach. I have to earn a certain amount of money to have that thing, to get it. I have to say something. I have to go out of my way to work really hard to get it. Why? You feel separation is what you feel. That's the energy. You feel separation. You long for it. You yearn for it. You're separate from it. Every time you think about it, you start to think about how long it would take you to achieve it. You start to think of time. You set a goal, right? You start to give yourself 6 months, a year. In 3 months, you set small goals. All of these goals also create a sense of unhappiness, that you are unfulfilled with this thing you want until it's physically in your hands, right? You feel you long for something, you yearn for it, right? The motivational speakers says, how bad do you want it? As bad as you want to breathe, right? Well, breathing itself naturally is effortless. So you should want something as bad as you want to breathe. Because if you want as bad as you want to breathe, breathing is effortless. So it completely void the flaw in the logical way the flesh of a man thinks, right? Man sees via sight and feel separation, feels that that thing doesn't belong to them immediately. And when energy only changes from one form to another because it's not destroyed. And your consciousness can only flow to one thing. You can flow into multiple things. You either give power to rich or you give power to poorness. You either give consciousness flow into health or flows into sickness. In the scriptures, it says, let the weak say, I am strong. For a reason. Because when you want something and automatically, because you saw something and you want it, you automatically feel separation. That is what we call identity crisis, right? Identity crisis. Because you have now put a condition onto yourself on what you must do to get the outcome of what you desire. But this is false. Your sight has not lied to you. Because the moment you saw it externally, you felt separation. But ask yourself, what is the outcome of achieving this thing you want? What's the outcome of what you will get from it? The outcome you yearn for is what it's going to make you feel, right? You didn't really want that item. You didn't really want all that money. All that money is going to make you feel, all right, security, right? The money is going to make you feel happiness. The relationship will make you feel happiness, right? I want to put a smile. I want to maximize my board. What else does that thing you want, right? The excitement, whatever you want to get from it, it's going to make you feel security, happy, sense of worthiness, right? You're going to feel worthy. You're going to feel validation. Maybe when people see you driving a certain car, they're going to respect you more. Respect, loyalty, right? That is what you will feel. The outcome of what you want will make you feel this. But because you don't have the outcome yet, you believe you don't have the outcome yet, you feel separation. You feel unworthy. You feel sad. You feel lack of security. You feel like you don't have validation. You walk into rooms and you cower because you don't have a certain wristwatch on, because you didn't park your Lambo outside in the valet, with the valet. You feel less worthy. But all of these material things were generated from within first. Thoughts become things. That thing, however, the outcome you want to get is being delayed because you put a condition and a time. You set a time because you forgot your true identity. Your true identity in consciousness is, you can guess it. I am. This is your true identity. All right? Whatever comes after I am, your first name or last name, James, Sarah, Myron, Mary, whether it is a job identity, right? Doctor, teacher, or it's a title, husband, wife, brother, sister. Whatever it is you're attaching to this is what you will be. This is a state of consciousness. This I am is what we call belief. You stick with an identity because you believe that is what you are. Now, back to getting whatever you want. When you see something you want and you automatically feel separation because your hand isn't touching it, you feel like the car is outside of you, or the relationship or the girl you like is outside of you, or a position at work is outside of you, or the money in the bank account that you rather have, or I have to work this many years to have this amount of money. You feel separated. You've put time in between the truth. Well, I am is eternally present. It's now till eternity, right? There is no time attached to I am. I am, when you say I am, it is instant. It is to be, not going to be, not will be. It is instant, right? That energy is instant. But when you say I want something, you feel separate. I'm going to get it, right? I'm going to get that girl. I'm going to get that position. I'm going to get my certificate. Whatever it is you want to get, you put time onto it. Well, it's because you associate with all of this identity, right? When I strip you of any of these things that you attach yourself to, any label, strip it. What is left? Who are you outside of family, title, friends, whatever it is you claim you are? Who are you? When I strip you of those titles, what is left? The only thing that is left is true existence, consciousness. That's what you are, pure consciousness. What is this consciousness I speak of? All right. This I am is the image, right? Image of God, all right? Let us make man in our image. That image is I am, because man has now been given the commandment to create anything attached to I am. If you say I am wealthy, you will be. If you say I am poor, you will be. I'm a terrorist, you will be a terrorist. I'm a superhero, you will be a superhero. I love to help, you will help. I love to steal from people, you will steal, right? I like to create, you will create. I like to consume, you will be a consumer. Anything you say after I am, you will be. Deuteronomy 32:39. It says, I kill and I make alive. I heal and I wound. Right? You see, there is no power outside of this. This one entity, consciousness, is doing it all. Because every single mankind out there has this consciousness inside of them. That's the operating system. I am is your operating system. Anything that comes after it and you feel it, it is true. It's going to happen because it already happened, but you're going to experience it. Now, I speak of experience. When your sight fools you and you feel separation, that is what you're feeling. The moment you see something you rather have, you feel separation from that thing and you put, I'm going to go get it. You feel you don't have it. That is flaw because now your focus has shifted, right? Energy or consciousness deals with what we call focus. Focus. What is true? Are you focused on the absence or are you focused on the presence? This is a flow. Everything flows, right? Where focus goes, energy flows. The moment you saw something and you're like, oh, that is nice. I would like to have that. Automatically, the moment you said, I would like to have that, you have quote unquote said, you don't have it. You have created a separation. Your focus has shifted away from the presence of that thing, the presence of the outcome, you have created absence of the outcome. Absence, you created, you put a condition on it, right? Consciousness, I am, has no shape, no form, no color, no size, no height. It's just is. And you have been given the commandment to dominate, to use I am to create as you please. Whatever condition, whatever label you put on I am, you will experience. Whatever you create within, you will experience externally. Now, when something you see externally created an illusion of separation internally, that is the illusion of separation between you and I am, man and God. You've created a separation because you saw something you wanted and automatically you said, oh, I'm going to wait 6 months, or this is a 5-year goal, this is a 10-year goal of mine, is to do such and such. You have created separation of time. You've created separation and pushed it in the distance and said, it's going to take you such and such to get it, right? I want something. I'm going to do such and such. It's going to take this much time to get the outcome, right? That is how the logical mind thinks. That is what conditions you've put out there. But that is false. That is not how you are supposed to do it, right? Because you are eternal now. You don't put time conditions to it. Because what makes this true between your want and the outcome is how you feel. So automatically, if you feel it's going to take you 6 months, if you feel it's going to take you a year, 5 years, because you think that is how long it took other people, you have automatically created a separation, right? It could happen in 2 weeks, but because you said it's a 6 month or a year goal, then you push it out. It never happens, right? You go into a cycle of chasing, of longing, of pursuing, right? And the more you feel trapped in that separation, the more anger you get, right? You become angry because the outcome was supposed to give you happiness. You become sad. The outcome is supposed to make you feel worthy. Since you didn't get it, you feel less worthy. You tell yourself, I don't deserve to be in such and such until I have such and such. I don't deserve respect because I have to earn it. You are the one that created all of those lies. Instead of you recognizing, shift your focus from absence to the presence, right? Shift from I want to I have. Because the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You shall not want because nothing is outside of you. Nothing is outside of your reach. Your sight tells you it's out of your reach. Then you start to think logically to plan all of the things you would do to get it. Because you're forgetting who you are. Focus cannot be absent and present. Everything already is. Nothing is new under the sun. Everything exists already. Every single invention that was ever invented was because the inventor focused on the presence of the invention. Focus on the healing. Focused on fast transportation. Right? They didn't focus in the absence of what they choose to bring to flesh. They focus on the presence of it. And when focus is present into desired now, I have, the energy flows. You are feeding the events that will occur, right? The intuition that will be given unto you, the doors that will open to materialize what was done within to materialize it and bring it out. The opportunity that will give you more income, because you recognize not the absence of the zeros in your bank account, you recognize the presence of eternal now, of pure consciousness, that whatever you say after I am will be. Whatever is done in heaven, which is I am, shall be done on earth. Those who seek within the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, all will be added unto you. Which means those who seek within, what's within? Consciousness, pure consciousness, which is we call the image of God. Also, your own human imagination. Your own human imagination is the image of God. What people think when they desire something, when you say, I want something, you automatically start to think about how you don't have it now. You are feeling separation. You are imagining 6 months' time, 5 years from now, I want to be married. You are imagining separation. You want that penthouse. You're like, oh man, I don't have the money in the bank account to get the penthouse. You start to imagine and focus on all of the things you do not have. You are the one who is lying. You are lying with the name of God. I am. It said you cannot use the name of God in vain. Do not use the name of your Lord God in vain. That name is I am that I am. Whatever you claim to be in identity, the word will mirror it. You don't care about what your relative says, what your friend says, what your cousins and your teacher, and what you believe your identity. Be it now. You're not going to be. You be it now. This very moment, eternally present. I am. And if truly you are, you would be in the outcome because you are, because I am, I feel worthy already because I recognize the presence of my desires, not the absence of it, not the illusion of separation, not the work. I have to do this for 6 months or 5 years before I can buy this or have that. No. No, I desired something that is eternally present. Now, I am recognizing that I am not separate from my desires. Therefore, I am. I focus on the presence within me in consciousness of all of my desires. I am remembering who I am in my true identity as the creator. And when my focus shifts from the absence of I want and the time it will take to get it to shifting my focus to I have, you can't lie to yourself. Don't lie. Don't try and force the feeling. You have to really believe that you are. You are literally pure consciousness. Don't let your sight fool you. Don't let your sight fool you. Your sight is created for the sake of experience. It's not for the sake of authority. Your sight have no authority. I don't care where you live, what you drive, the state of your body, all right? You could be sick. It doesn't matter what it is. Do not give authority to your sight. Give power to who you are in consciousness. Your own wonderful imagination, the image of God, the one that constructs an image internally, and the nation, the whole world will see what was done within in heaven. Whatever I do in heaven, so shall it be on earth. Whatever I desire shall be made manifest. Whatever I say I am, that I will be. It doesn't take time because I am is timeless. There is no measure of wealth because I am is immeasurable. I am is abundance. I am is infinity. That is your true identity. And I could care less about time because I am timeless. Therefore, none of my word shall go without fulfilling. Why? Because I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am not going to be stuck in the Alpha state of what I am not or what my current circumstances are. I am shifting my focus into the Omega state, the possibility of everything that already existed, the presence of it now. Deny your sight. Obey your imagination. You have that vision because that is what you desire to be. Not to be. That is what you truly are. You've just been separated from your desires because your eyes keep telling you you're not there. You just got to work a little bit harder. You just got to work for 10 more years. Then you will get it. Lies and lies. It says, do not be of the world. Greater is he who is within. That which is within is greater. That is your consciousness, which is I am. Right? That is what is greater. But also, if you use that I am to say I am not, you will not be. If you say I am going to get, well, you're going to keep going to get. You're going to keep chasing. It's like standing in front of a mirror and you look at yourself and you start to paint makeup over the flaws your eye sees, right? You look at yourself in front of a mirror. You have a bump on your face. You want to fix it. But instead, you look out into the world. You look at the reflection of what you believe the world sees you as. And you took that makeup brush and you started to paint on the mirror, hoping what you did on the mirror will reflect on the one standing in front of the mirror. It says, turn away from your sight. Look within. The mirror is only showing you the people, the event, the friends, the relationship you get into is only showing you what's in the consciousness. Is only showing you your own beliefs about yourself. You keep trying to change all these people. You're trying to work harder and get all these promotions. You painting over the glass, the mirror. And the mirror says, I don't follow this brush. I don't follow all your man-made effort. I want to know what's inside. I obey within. I obey the heaven. Earth obeys the heaven. Whatever you desire in prayer, Mark 11:24. Believe you've received. To believe something is to agree with something, is to recognize the presence of something. Your beliefs are the recognition, not absence and separation, not the time it would take to get it. We don't care about time. I am a timeless being. I am indestructible. I can never die. I'm in this vessel, right? This is a mask. I'm just a pure being of energy. Right now, you see a body in front of you because that's what your sight is telling you. That is only 10%. 90% of everything going on around you, your sight is not allowed to see. It's so limited, right? But my imagination is limitless. I can create and construct whatever. And whatever I do in my imagination shall be revealed on earth. You don't do stuff. You don't imagine how. Stop imagining how you will get there. Right? When you imagine things, I want you to imagine for the sake of recognizing what you already are. right? When you go meditate, when you go to pray, stop praying like, Lord, please give me this, right? You point to the sky. There is no God in the sky. That's the firmament, the water above and below. The Lord sees your heart. The kingdom of heaven is within. I and the Father are one. It's inside of you. Your body is the temple of God. Ye are God's children of the Most High. You are literally looking. Go in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. You are looking at the last thing you created. And you put the consciousness in. I am the consciousness that was put into this vessel is God. And everything, all the abilities God has, you have. Because you are the son of God. A son is a replica. Not a lesser, a replica. Which is why Christ said, I and the Father are one. Christ is not less than his Father. Because Christ, he is the Father as Christ. Just like I am the Father as Gladiator. Elohim, many in one. And one in many. That's why Christ said, greater things you will do, greater than he did. Because you have the same power Christ has. Forget about your name, your job title, your predicaments. Forget about it. Shift your focus away from all of these things you bind yourself with. Right? You have identified as all of this. And it's limiting the truth about you. You are pure consciousness. You are pure imagination. If all of these titles are stripped away from you, and you know I am worthy, I am happy, I am secure, I'm already validated. I don't need any external environment to tell me how great I am. I am the greatest. There is no measure of bank accounts, digital bank account, could be typed to make me feel a sense of worthiness, a sense of security, because that's already who I am. I am beyond the measure of sight, the bank statement, the job opportunity. I'm beyond that metric, because that metric cannot define infinity. It is impossible. You have to strip yourself away. Strip yourself away from the separation. Identity crisis, that is what causes that. Because you are seeing something outside of you and you believe in it. It's an identity crisis. Go back within. The outcome has always been yours. You can't desire something you can't get. It's impossible. If you're desiring it, it's because you keep recognizing the separation. You keep recognizing the absence of it rather than recognizing the presence of it. Right? Which one are you going to feel? Right? If I ask you what's in the circle, and you can only pick one because you can't serve two masters, what are you focused on? Both are in the circle. Your sight sees absence, but your desire has to be the presence of it. You can't say, I believe in the presence of it, but then you are feeling lack. You're feeling not enough. And you think when that thing become manifest, after you work really hard for it, that I will finally feel worthy. I'll finally feel security. But soon as you get it, by the way of sight, by the way of man, you will start to calculate, oh, how will I make this last? How would I pay this? How will I pay that? You go into panic mode, right? Because you'll be afraid of losing it all. It's because you're still in identity crisis. But those who already have this feeling of the outcome, when it becomes manifested, which is made flesh, right? When what you've done within has been externalized, it's going to be deja vu. which means I've been here before. This is only a mirror of who I am. There's nothing new over here. And I'm not going to be thinking about how I'm going to sustain such lifestyle. Why? Because I am. Sustain what lifestyle? I'm entitled to this lifestyle. I deserve it. It is my right as a creator to have it. It is who I am. I didn't get lucky. I didn't bust my tail to get it. Right? Because I'm not working in vain. Because I seek within the kingdom. I seek within my consciousness and the righteousness in my consciousness. And all of these external things, which is only 10% of my consciousness that I can feel, see, touch, were given unto me. After that has been added unto me, it will be lesser than me because I'm pure consciousness. I expect to experience it, not to have it because I already had it. I expect to experience what I feel within because I felt it first before my flesh experiences and sees it. I already saw it in my imagination. I already saw how I felt because it's who I am. So whenever you want something or you desire something, we're going to change that word from want, oh, I want that, to I desire. Because the difference between want and desire is want is separation. Desire is recognition of something you have. Okay, so I'm going to change your vocabulary a little bit from don't say you want someone, oh, I want that job. No, I desire. And the moment you desire it, think, oh, I recognize I already had it. Since I have it, and it's who I am, how do I feel? I feel relief. I'm confident. When I go to the job interview, I'm confident because I already have it. And the person interviewing me is just playing their role. They're playing their part as the eternal consciousness, which is all one, to give me an experience of the job I already have. To give me an experience of security for all of the money I already have. To give me an experience of validation on who I am, because that's already who I am. I'm not waiting to get it before I feel worthy. And people that live that way become slaves to the external environment. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. Leave comments. Let me get your opinions. If there's anything you would like me to elaborate, or you have any further questions, is there any topic you want me to cover, leave it in the comment section. And follow the Instagram and TikTok page. I post the short form content over there. All right, and I'll see you next time.